mysterious Casket Girls of New Orleans. History meets haunting legend. It begins with a ship, sailing across the Atlantic, holding no gold, no soldiers, only silence, and a secret. In the year 1728, the young city of New Orleans was wild, raw, and lawless. The French colony, freshly carved out of the Louisiana swampland, was growing fast, but it had a problem. It was full of men, soldiers, fur traders, criminals sent by the crown, and no women to civilize or settle it. The French king had a solution. He reached into the convents and orphanages of France, and hand-picked young, unmarried women to be sent overseas. These girls were to become brides for the colonists, to tame the chaos and bring moral structure to the frontier. They were called the filles à la cassette, the Casket Girls, named for the small wooden chests or cassettes they carried. But when the girls stepped off the ship into the humid, mysterious streets of New Orleans, something didn't feel right. They were pale, unusually pale. Some said they looked ill, almost lifeless. They spoke little. And most unsettling of all, their cassettes. They were long, narrow, and strangely coffin-like. Whispers began to swirl. The locals, superstitious and surrounded by tales of voodoo, spirits, and strange happenings, began to fear these women. Were they really here to marry, or had something followed them across the ocean? The girls were taken to the old Ursuline Convent, one of the oldest buildings in the French Quarter. There, they were kept under the watch of the nuns, until they were chosen by suitors. But the convent was not like others. It is said that the third floor, where the girls slept, was later sealed shut with 800 screws blessed by the Pope himself. No one was allowed to enter. No one dared. Years later, when the attic was investigated, the casket-like trunks were found, empty. No clothing. No letters. No signs of life. What had really arrived with the girls? This discovery sparked a terrifying legend, that the girls had not come alone. That their trunks were not luggage, but coffins. That the Casket Girls were vampires, or at the very least, had brought the undead with them. The legend grew. People who broke into the attic fell mysteriously ill. Tourists claimed to see pale figures in the sealed windows of the convent at night. Paranormal investigators report malfunctions in cameras pointed at the building. And the third floor of the convent remains closed, to this very day. Historically, the Casket Girls were real. They were sent by the King of France to marry colonists and help grow the New World. Their cassettes were likely just modest storage trunks for their belongings. But New Orleans is not a city that forgets. It's a place where history bleeds into legend, and truth walks hand in hand with the supernatural. Whether they were innocent young women or eternal creatures of the night, the story of the Casket Girls endures, whispered on ghost tours, dramatized in books and shows, and etched into the cobblestones of the French Quarter. So if you ever visit the old Ursuline Convent on Chartres Street, look up. If you see a face in the attic window, don't blink. Some say they're still watching.